After years of speculation, could Johnny Depp return to Pirates of the Caribbean? All the details right here. It's no secret that Disney have been trying to develop a sixth installment in the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise for a number of years now, with producer Jerry Bruckheimer developing numerous ways forward for the $4.5 billion franchise. With Johnny Depp embroiled in controversy over the last few years, a split between the actor and the mega multimedia company has been highly publicised, with the Mouse House supposedly dropping him in 2018, a year after the last Pirates film Dead Men Tell No Tales was released. During his court case against former wife Amber Heard, Depp made it very clear he would never work with Disney again, with the following clip quickly going viral on the internet.
And the fact is, Mr. Depp, if Disney came to you with $300 million and a million alpacas, nothing on this earth would get you to go back and work with Disney on a Pirates of the Caribbean film. Correct?
That is true, Mr. Rottenborn.
Various different Pirates projects have been said to be in various stages of development with Bruckheimer, aiming to reboot or revamp the franchise. Perhaps the most well-known is one which is set to star Margot Robbie and is pegged as a franchise spin-off, while a second project, which is more vague on the details, is a supposed franchise reboot. As recently as this May, Bruckheimer confirmed that both productions were still in active development, saying in an interview with Entertainment Weekly, "It's two different movies. We hope to get them both made, and I think Disney agrees they really want to make the Margot one too." Another rumour swirling the project suggests that Disney may be eyeing off Marvel star Karen Gillan for one of the films, likely portraying Red, a character from the original attraction who has become a roaming character at the Disney parks in recent years. While another suggested that the Bear's Ayo Edebiri was being considered for a role. A new report from trade paper Variety, however, is shedding a little more light on the in-development projects, suggesting Bruckheimer is potentially leading the way for Depp to return to the franchise as his beloved character. The article says, "All eyes are trained on the $4.53 billion Pirates of the Caribbean franchise and the prospect of another sequel. Pirates producer Jerry Bruckheimer is developing two versions of the script on parallel tracks. One that could bring Depp back into the fold if the actor and Disney can reconcile. Nothing has been ruled out," says one knowledgeable source. So to me, it sounds like the aforementioned franchise reboot could be the script to potentially involve Jack Sparrow, continuing his adventures from the current 5 films, while the second project is the Robbie-led spin-off. With Disney desperate for box office hits after a few dud years in the theatres, it would totally make sense that the Mouse would go grovelling back to one of their biggest draws of the last 2 decades. Hot off the heels of the insane successes of Moana 2 and Inside Out 2, which are clearly going to herald a decade of nothing but sequels from Disney, it would make sense that the studio would want to continue momentum and perhaps fall back on their highly successful franchise with its lead star. The Variety article does, however, go on to mention that sources say the studio has not engaged with Johnny Depp, so it's most likely that this particular Sparrow-led project is being developed in hopes of tempting the man back to the ship. So whether Disney are prepared to amp up an offer of more than $300 million and a million alpacas remains to be seen. But stranger things have happened. Only recently, Disney managed to convince Iron Man star Robert Downey Jr. to return to the next Avengers film after retiring from the MCU with an unprecedented and frankly obscene $100 million paycheck. Disney also managed to repair relations with beloved actor Robin Williams after breaking a contract made with him on Aladdin back in 1992. There'll be numerous opinions on Depp returning to the franchise. Many will argue that someone with so much controversy shouldn't be allowed back, while others will vehemently argue that Pirates just isn't Pirates without Jack Sparrow. I find myself somewhere in between. I don't necessarily think the Pirates movies need Depp to succeed if there's an exciting new premise and dashing new characters. While I like the previous 2 films, it's inarguable that Depp's performance as Sparrow, particularly in Dead Men, was a shell and near parody of what it once was. Neither of those movies were particularly well received by audiences and critics either. While I'd love to see the return of one of my favourite cinematic heroes up on the big screen, I also welcome a dose of fresh blood to the franchise to explore new possibilities. But how about you? What are your thoughts on Depp and Sparrow potentially returning to the franchise? Love it, hate it? As always, join the conversation down below.